Hey, welcome back. Round 2, back 9 at New Lake in Oakland City, Indiana. Tournament sponsored by Downtown Princeton Inc. Shout out to Dynamic Disc for helping support the coverage. We got some great local vendors here throwing in some sweet CTPs for the players. My name's Stephen Waits and I'm joined by Jon Kennard, the tournament director. We've been running this event for 5 years in a row. As we see the one-stroke lead that Danny's taken into the back 9. Nathaniel started around 2 strokes on him, so there's a bit of a battle going on. Jake's trying to stay in the hunt. Lucas is slowly recovering from a tough second hole.
We'll see what they got here on this back 9. It's a lot of woods, tight gaps, trees.
Definitely not looking as hairy as it looks right now. The tournament was in April, and so there was a lot less cabbage on the ground, as we can tell. It looks like a
farm out there.
Looks like something like a bomb or something went off and just killed all the vegetation. It is a great new hole. It was built in for sure, in the fall of 2021, as we see Danny's drive getting up there off the tree kick.
230 feet. Pretty straightforward. There's a couple trees you need to miss. And then just let it sit.
In the basket. Come on.
Oh. Still circle's edge, maybe.
Thanks.
That one's a little errant.
It's a short hole, but you definitely have to. It's wood, so you got to hit your line. Not to be Captain Obvious here, but these are going to get tighter as we go into the back 9 on this course. These players, we've said it before on the front 9. Like, these players have never seen this course in a tournament. I know a few of them had some good practice rounds. I think Nathaniel camped all weekend at New Lake. That was a good bid
from out there.
Yeah, he was a good distance out and had a nice window. Just to get his birdie and a tie for the lead. Woo, good. That was a great looking putt. That was straight the whole way.
Oh, I missed it.
A little off center. Come back there. Jake cleaning up his par. Danny with the birdie tap in, still got the lead. Hole 11. This might be, I think, my favorite hole on the course.
Sets up to look good, but a tree kick is right in the water. There's really no room for air on that left side. Lily pads are really growing in thick this summer out there. Make sure to check out Skyheiser Pro on all of its channels. They got a Patreon open now. And then the Instagram and the Facebook, like always.
Oh, cow. Smoked that tree yesterday.
And he's a little short. He's got a clean look at it, but looks like he backed off thinking about the water.
Throws that onto a peninsula, so even a really good forehand can get away from you on the ground action.
I don't like the forehand play here.
He's gonna go out over the water. Not get back
He's gonna
in.
go into the water.
Yeah. I didn't mean to go out over the water. Not much room to come back with.
What are you gonna do?
It's about as safe as you can get on this
What are
hole
you gonna do,
here,
Fore? I got it.
as long as you don't go too far along.
Like that.
Like that.
Wow.
I think he stayed in though. I think he got caught up on some reeds.
Got it smooth.
You know, I think he made it through that first batch of trees there, so.
He hit the tree. I was letting him have to come back around.
Crappy tee shot.
So he'll have that left for his bogey putt.
No boring.
I'd say that water's probably, or easily within circle on all three sides of that basket.
It's a good comeback from where he was.
Yeah, he did stay inbounds. Caught on the edge.
Oh,
Good.
good route.
Could run. I mean, not wanting to give up any more strokes than what you have to, so you're going for it.
Safe play up there.
That's why I didn't like that shot. It was like good up.
This course is, I mean, it's so new. Like it's by this time next year, it's going to be beaten well. Be easier to mow, clean it up. I think it's going to be a really great looking course once you start getting foot traffic in there more. Definitely a spot that, like, usually, I mean, until the disc golf was there was nothing in these woods.
Yeah, it was just super thick woods.
Whether you know it or not, you have a brand, and we have discs. Let's put them together and make something really cool. We've got plenty of discs and are ready to stamp or Dimax them however you'd like.
Isn't it expensive?
Well, guy who asks convenient questions, at Dynamic Discs you can see what's available and fill out the form to see what it'll cost you before you even order. Sometimes I fill it out just for fun, because you can watch the numbers go. Anyways, head to dynamicdiscs.com/custom to place your custom order and grow your brand, whatever that is.
Hole 12, maybe the shortest hole in the back nine. I don't know. I can't remember what the distance is on 14, but it's still got its challenges. You got the forehand route that the drone flew that's become the more local route. You can still play really safe on the right side going the direction of the tee pad. Going this way, a lot of people do it, but then you run into a risk of a tree kick into the lake.
Yeah, the forehand route's definitely the spicier route because you're playing a lot closer to the water, but
Bigger reward.
yeah, it's easiest to get the birdie with it.
Not even, like, forehand's not even my strong suit, and I still feel good about throwing it on this hole. Just something that's gonna, like this right here, just throwing overstable mid-range, approach disc. There's no OB to contend with on that right side. The basket sits up by the edge of that road, so I mean it is elevated from the ground just below it, so you could throw into a hillside kind of.
Oh, is that wet?
That's wet, yeah. He knew it. And that's the risk. Throw it high, kick left. 4 straight forehands on the hole, though. I mean, like everybody, that's the route to go. That's inside. Kicked right, though. Move straight down.
He's got a line. It's not a good one, but it's there.
A little long.
Button.
So that's what we were saying on Nathaniel's. He's going to be below the basket because of the way it sets up on the road. He got up there, but it's not as close as you probably want. Jake, you only one to get to the basket and past it. Good birdie. Ties him with Nathaniel's after being 3 strokes off the lead coming into the round. That was a bogey putt, and now he's got this for double, and it probably is further, same distance or further away. Oof.
He's got the same putt again, backwards.
Off the top chains, those top right side, these baskets will not accept anything.
Good clean up by Danny there. Nathaniel going for his par. Lucas
With a +5 on the hole.
you got beat up a little bit. Maybe try it again here on hole 13. 643 feet through the woods. Lots of elevation changes. Lots of trees.
Hard enough for the drone to navigate it. So basically, like, the vegetation's growing in here on your lines, but these players will have a little bit cleaner hole. Once you get to that landing zone where the first part of the drone footage was, you have 2 gaps to navigate. These guys are just trying to get around this corner to, like, the next hill down. It's kind of opened up. It's been cleared real well.
There's a lot of trees to hit between here and there, though. If you really want to go about 260 feet and then stop at the top of that hill,
Yep.
and then you can make it clean to the basket from there.
Filming this, I had absolutely no idea where I wanted to go, so I just tried to stand on the far side of the landing zone, and Danny puts it right in there. This clearing that we're looking at now, that's, you can get there forehand, backhand, either way. Yeah, like you're saying, 250, maybe 300 to the far side of it.
Then you'll put it out there.
A little high, hits early, so I mean, I don't know. Early tree kicks, in my opinion, will even for MPO division at this event, take the Fore out of play, because you're going to try to recover on your next shot just to get back in position.
Wow, that went way out there.
16 fairway.
Yeah, that's rough. I think he's got a decent look at where he needs to go now.
Yeah, you stay on the left side. There's a path down the left side with a fairly generous gap over there. Plays real well for the forehand.
I don't know where he's at. Is he way left?
He's in 16th fairway.
He's going further left.
And now he's in 15th fairway. He's just staying down that left side. I mean, he's getting down the fairway. He's getting down the hole. He's probably almost. I don't think he's pin high, but he's getting close to it. Definitely.
Oh, got lucky.
Getting further down than what Jake is on the right side.
Yep.
There's a road that goes between, so like 2 holes go out and 2 holes come back, and there's a road between them. So like Lucas is more on that side where the road's at. Danny with the best drive of the card is. This is like pretty much landing zone number 2, right here. I think this hole is eagleable this time of year when there's not a lot of vegetation there, but you really have to pure that second shot. And I think it would have to be a forehand to get it. It's a tough hole to film as catch cam, looking for these guys throwing over these hills. You're not sure where exactly they went.
Back side of the green.
So he could have been pin high, way left, and now he's inside circle. So Lucas made it. I think he's gonna have a par putt. Yeah, and that should leave Jake with that for a par.
He's throwing 3 there. He should get that birdie pretty easy there.
It's definitely a hole where, like, I mean, par's not unattainable if you can keep it. It's a game played between the ears there, where you just got to remind yourself to play it smart. If you get the bad break, get back in the open, take your medicine. As Lucas and Jake did. Great putt by Lucas.
Yeah, he's got a birdie actually.
What is he? He was 1 left, 2 left, 3. Yeah, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, that practice I got.
Well, then Jake's probably got a birdie here, I think. He went 1 right, 2 right, 3. I don't know, this might be his par then.
That was his par putt. Danny taking a birdie. We only had 1 eagle for the whole tournament on that hole. That Paul Oman.
Paul eagled the hole.
Yeah. 14.
Downhill to the basket with the lake in the background. It's definitely one of those shots where there's a gap early, and the gap makes it a speed and angle controlled shot. Like you got to get through the gap, but then you have to have something that's not going to skip hard into the water. It's a great short hole on this backside.
That's not a good kick. I like the hole. It makes you want to run it, but it's hard to get all the way down and all the way over.
Yeah, I think like even if they were to get rid of one more tree in the middle here, it would still be a good challenging hole, because instead of worrying about the gap to beat, now you're throwing something that's not going to sail way long or skip long. Definitely do not want to be right. I was right in the flex start we had on that Friday, and probably took a 5 on the hole.
Oh, so early, Jay. And in the water? Oh, man.
Good shot by Jake, getting down there. If I remember right, we were getting ready to prepare for some rain right now too. We weren't sure how much was coming, but we could start to feel drops.
Yeah, we actually got pretty lucky. Normally we're in a full-out downpour about now when we're doing this tournament.
And no matter when we run the tournament, round 2 gets rained on.
Oh, that's pretty pretty good.
And so here's the risk you run if you come up short on the tee shot. You got a clear look to the basket, but boy, does it drop away even after the basket keeps going, slipping away from it to the water's edge.
Good stop. Easy par for Danny. Nathaniel looking at his birdie here. You got it. Good putt. Good two. Jake here looking at a par.
Oh, handicap line.
I want to shout out Michael Holland. He won MA1 for the Music City Open. He had a nice birdie on this hole along with Zach Finwall. So I mean, the hole being the second shortest hole on the back nine, it played over par for these guys. We only had 2 holes on the back nine that play under par, so it's definitely a good challenging track. Looking forward to seeing this course develop. Hole 15, another one of those straight to turnover shots. Plays good for a forehand, plays good for a soft turn and backhand. Probably around 25 feet right and along of the basket. It does drop off towards the water.
You got water the whole way on your right side too, so if you catch a tree and kick that way, things could go south real quick.
Nathaniel's gonna flirt with it.
Yep, he's down there though. Got a 2 look.
Dropping them on top of each other.
Yep. Good stop.
Was it hit the metal?
Yeah, it's close.
These guys are making the hole look easy.
Oh, come on.
Just over it.
I see what you're talking about.
Jake gave him a look, gave him the line, gave it a little bit lower. There it is.
Good putt.
That caught the high right. And both Lucas and Danny had really good shots that came up short of the pin and then just rolled and skipped past it. Oof.
Little right. Couple par cleanups. Moving on into the next hole.
We were talking about how this hole is probably 1 or 2 trees away from being able to combine it with this next hole right here and having a straight shot from 15's tee to 16's basket. Be a nice, probably 600-foot par 4 along the lake the whole way. Be a good safari hole.
Well, 16 by itself played the hardest in the tournament.
Did it?
Yeah, 0.83 strokes over par. there's a lot of trees here, and if I'm thinking right, this one has like a low ceiling, but then the hill comes up, and so you need to just pure it right above the hill like that.
It's one where, like, I don't know, like, I feel like you have good success if you just step up there, throw you a slightly overstable disc like Danny, just like Danny is, something really hard, let it flip up and go straight down that gap.
Yeah, he's down there a good ways.
That's going to need to get over.
Really well.
So he played 13 down 16's fairway, and now he's playing 16 down 13's fairway. Shouldn't be as hard to come back across, though. That's the line.
Yeah, if you can just get back out there where he is now, then you can
Give
lay
it-
up, take your easy 3.
Lay up.
Don't catch it.
Maybe that's why I'm not rated as high as these guys
Thought I
are.
was playing.
Basket's on a mound again too. You can roll. Ooh.
I forgot he got behind that stuff. I thought he had a look over there. It's dead. He could have moved it. No, it's in front of his line. Never mind. Somebody help me move this tree. All these dead trees.
I wonder
Ooh.
how that hole did play the hardest though. I wonder how many people actually kicked right into the water.
Not only that, but there was also like there's these little fingers that came up on the right side where the water had risen. The lake was up a little bit, and those played OB, so it added some OB challenges through the middle of the hole.
Yeah, there wasn't one birdie
Bucket.
in the MPO field on that hole.
I won't say it.
Couple misfires.
And the putting woes continue. Two more holes left in the round. Get the day over with. Go get something to eat. Sleep. Country club opens up. Lucas is familiar with it. I think he'll be just fine.
Yeah, I think Lucas is gonna belly up when he gets there.
Definitely plays more in his favor than some of these tighter holes like this for that distance. So hole 17 is par 4. You cannot see the basket from the tee. The drone's taking a little wide route. Pretty much this gap right here on the left that we're going through now is the midway point of the hole. You want to land as close to you can instead of hill, and then have a second shot down. Now the way the basket sits, you can throw something down into it, but if you go just over that hill, you're gonna be out in the cornfield.
I mean, there's really, like, looking from this tee pad, there's really no good line. You're just kind of ripping on something as hard as you can and hoping to make it clean to the top.
We didn't have OB down the left side, and like a few of the players joked about throwing it out into the field and throwing it around the woods.
I mean, to be honest, I was out there in that cornfield when we played that flex start, so
Yeah, so was I for an eagle
it's a
putt.
cleaner look.
Had an eagle putt out there. The gaps aren't
Yeah.
tight, but they're just so many, so long. Like it definitely. I think I could compare this hole to something that you would see at like Northwoods Black. It just needs a couple more trees down the middle opened up. the course in general, like this course in general, is kind of like that on the back nine,
Oh, wow.
and it's going to be a really great course.
Money. What?
He's going a long way.
Awesome. Yep.
Found something clear over there.
Yeah.
That's the biggest gap I've seen.
Yeah.
I guess my brain was telling me to go somewhere else. Why do I keep doing that?
Jake likes the yellow putters.
Jake's bag's falling apart.
All right, Danny, you're in the thick stuff. Stand still putt on a long par 4. What we got?
Just get over that. Clear those. Hit a tree. You can see the basket.
Yeah, the real dark tree on the left there that we're seeing in all these T-cam photo videos. That's the halfway point. If you can get around that tree one way or the other, you're gonna be back out in the middle. Lucas is the only one's tee shot that landed in the middle.
He's over in like what?
Or is he the one? Did he go way
Is that
right?
11's fairway? 12's fairway?
No. I thought he was in the middle. I thought Jake went right.
He's got a line down there to the basket now. Tree.
Yeah, Jake's the one that was right. Found himself a gas though, a little patent pending.
Forward progress.
Good kick. Get away from everything. Give yourself a bid, a look, or at least a clean layup.
So bad.
I thought he would have been. I didn't realize he didn't make it as far as on the second shot.
Once you get down to the bottom, you can breathe a little bit more. It opens up.
Yeah, definitely opens up.
That's about all you can ask for.
I can't believe the previous hole played harder.
You all gonna go at the same time? Yeah.
So with that, nobody here is going to get the birdie, but we did have 3 on the day. Danny Clevenger, Michael Holland got another sweet one, and then
I thought I put a stick on there.
Derek Drone. Highlight of his round probably right there. Derek had an awesome bird on this hole. I mean, it feels good to get 1 of 3.
Probably the highlight of his year.
Oh. Hole 18, finishing up. Mando here that we're getting past now. You don't have OB on the left side, it's just down the right side, but I mean with the way that hole shapes, it don't come into play till the up shots. It's not a tough par 4. It's definitely gettable for some of our longer throwers for even a good eagle look.
Oh, that's. Hit something. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it.
I think the Mando kind of, whoa,
Did he get caught up?
I don't know.
I think he did.
Just going to the wrong spot.
He was going to be across the lake at that speed. Just put something out there in
mid-range
play.
out there. That's
Perfect.
yeah, that's gonna be looking pretty good.
That'll finish your round off with a nice birdie opportunity. Danny's got a 3-stroke lead here. He chipped away on he was 2 back starting this 18, so
Good.
carrying any lead after these 2 courses and 2 rounds in one day. It's gonna be nice coasting into Sunday at tee times at the country club. Luke is kind of following that same path.
Thank you.
Nathaniel came out a little early, but once you get past the Mando, as long as you're in towards the middle, it should be good.
Yeah.
Plenty of gaps. Jake was in bounds. Caught up in all that thick stuff on the edge.
That was wild.
Lucas ready to get this round over with.
Oh, that looks great.
Perfect.
Right in the mulch. Again, big thanks to Damon and all the crew out there at New Lake Campground for helping get the course ready for the tournament, especially as new as it was, spreading some extra mulch down. There were some good rains, and they spread gravel in some areas, made it walking through the course easier for players. So, I mean, it looked awesome.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work out there in the woods as far as the amount of trees that were downed and just general lumber everywhere out there. They've done a lot of work out there.
That was for a birdie. That was a great bid.
Pretty cool.
Good finishing hole. View of the lake. Wrap it up.
Now that beating's over with, Danny kind of took advantage of it.
Yeah, he, just play it clean. Take your licks and get the birdies when you have to get them, especially on the front nine. So Danny 8 under on a round, taking a 3-stroke lead into Sunday. That was the hot round. Paul Oman with the eagle on 13 climbs back up into our lead card. We'll get Jake and Nathaniel again. Thanks again to Downtown Princeton Inc. for sponsoring the tournament. See you guys on round 3.